Alright, we are live. Okay, that's muted. Alright. Good to go. Alright, we are heading for... Let's see what color. Yellow. See what this shrine's gonna be. Hopefully not a tutorial shrine. Ride the winds, okay. No, that didn't work. Okay, I gotta go below there. Making sure I'm not skipping, any chests here. Okay. No, that didn't work either. Strong. All right. Okay, we gotta get through that little crevice. Is it? All right. That was easy enough. Kind of want to go get one more shrine so we can get 3 out the way. Yeah, nowhere near enough still. Alright, before we engage in all that, we have one right here we can get, so... I imagine I'm gonna need these. Oh, Alright. Still think I'm gonna need them. Oh, now I'm blocked. Okay. Alright, now we can get like almost a full stamina wheel. Alright, so let's go back to Rito Village. Actually, I'm gonna go get a drink while that loads. Damn. Thought we only needed 4 for the full. That kind of sucks. So we need 2 more? Alright.
That's not fair at all! You know I can handle it! Checking out that huge cloud wouldn't be hard. I could even do it alone. If we don't do anything, the village... Huh? Huh? Is that you? It is you! Link!
Listen, you. Why don't they just talk these conversations through? I really thought in this game they were gonna switch to where they just actually let these voice actors fucking act, but guess if that's the only complaint, but alright.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, bonfire in your cave.
Ah.
Ah.
Oh! Shit. Still icy. Come on, dude. What the fuck?
Oh.
Oh, shit. Hmm.
Yeah.
Am I really just one fucking short? There's one. Okay.
Hmm? Oh.
Of course, they had all the chill shrooms here. I'm guessing I'm supposed to go up right there. Let's try that. don't think this is it. Son of a bitch. Maybe that's where I'm supposed to go. I don't know. Just seems like, I don't think that's it. Maybe it's this, like, icy spot right here. Fuck it. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck me. It's a bokoblin. Oh, there he is. Damn. Can't see any more shrines from here. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that.
Oh. All set.
Oh shit. That was almost bad.
Oh?
Hoy!
I wish they would just talk, dude. And everything. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn does it. Like, I don't understand. Just talk. Have your voice actors, like, voice every line of dialogue.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Huh.
Huh? Ah. Ah.
Like, maybe it's a nitpick, but, like, if you don't care about your dialogue enough that you're not gonna have your voice actors voice it, then I'm just gonna fucking skip it.
Ah. Ah. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Here it goes! Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Ah.
I'm all set.
Why are these here?
Here it goes. Yeah. Leave it to me. Hey. Oh.
Come to me.
Oh. Ah. Uh-huh.
Oh, shit. Hold up. Thought I saw something underneath there. Don't remember if I picked up a chest or not in here. Might have missed one. But to be fair, have not picked up a chest that was worth a shit yet in this game. I don't know what that's about, but compared to the last game, like the chests don't really do shit. Like unless it's gonna give me arrows or bombs, the chests are gonna be useless so far. Oh wait, I think we're skipping something. Alright, so that's where we came from. We're going this direction. Is that one already marked? Nope.
I'm all set. Now!
There's something down there I kind of skipped over, but
Strong wind!
What is up here? How many rockets do I have? Oh, I got 10. Nothing. That was worth it. Oh, there's a little boss. Oh, what's it? Oh, yeah, okay. I see the point now. Shit. Kind of want to fight that guy. Yeah, I can get right back up right there. And then there's shit over there. I'm doing it. Oh yeah, so that means the very first one like this. Yeah. I might have screwed myself. The very first one I fought like this. I didn't notice the chest. So I screwed myself out of an old map. Let's try this. I want to see if these are worth a shit at all. 13. Yeah, so I'd say no. Oh shit. Thought for sure that was gonna be a Korok. I don't know if it's gonna get like really cold past what my clothes can protect me on, so. Oh, this. Damn it. I think that's good enough. And then as far as food, I got enough.
Well set.
Oh shit. Oh, I didn't have an arrow. Pull out. What just hit me? I'm not cold. Did the spike of the ice hit me? Yeah, that's what hit. What the hell? Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, there's something now. Okay, I see it. Kind of worried the floor is gonna fall out at any moment like it did a second ago. No, I wanted to go up, damn it. Hot air balloon time, I guess. Is there anything down there? Just long enough to look. Oh yeah, there was something down there, huh? Fuck it. I think there's something on this side. Fucking, I'll save right here. No, maybe not. Hmm. Still not cold. Oh, now I'm cold. Shit. Oh, hoping I made enough food. Where the fuck are we trying to go? it to the top. Is there anything taller than this shit? Those look like doors to me. Oh, but it's gonna teleport me to the bottom. Of course.
Brave fledgling. There are still 5 locks securing the hatch on the deck. Use your power to release all 5 locks, and the hatch should open. Heed my words.
Well, shit. Okay, that was an easy one.
Leave it to me. Three more to go. We can do it.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I can reach the ceiling no matter what. Let's see what's above this. Oh, the gaming otter. Hey man, what's up, dude? In a minute. What is in this? I can't see anything. Is it a chest? Oh shit. Well, that sucks. Oh, I'm above. I was gonna go get one of those shits with the flame. I think I have a stick though. If I grab it. No, I didn't. And I'm not wasting one of my weapons. Let's see how far this goes. Yeah, no, I don't have any monetization of any kind right now. Where you at, guy?
Well set.
Oh, that didn't work. No, no, not that weapon. Dude, how long I gotta wait to equip this thing? Okay, so we can drop in this. More fire. I'm gonna run out of this. Oh, I didn't even need to do that, did I? It wasn't broken. Now you want to give me... Oh, well, I can't move these. I thought it was like some of the shrine ones that you could pick up. So far, yeah. I'm actually trying to get all the, I'm trying to get all of the, what are they called? The sky towers. Before I really do anything. And I figured since I was in Rito, getting the tower, that I would just go and do this. Get it out the way. But I'm really not that long into this playthrough at all. Like 8-9 hours maybe. Of this playthrough, I've actually beat the game already. I don't remember how long of a playthrough I went through the first time. Probably spent 80 hours. In the first playthrough. But I didn't like I didn't go and like get everything, and I think this time I'm gonna go and just get everything. Minus the Korok shit, because I'm never gonna do that. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Well, at least you got the person out your life, you know? Not everybody has the, fortitude to get out of stuff like that, so it's good you left, right? Yeah, I gotta take the switch, right? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Did you? I'm assuming you put something in the box to like weigh it down. Oh yeah. Must have been on cloud 9 for that. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Let's see. You put food. Nice. Okay, that's the exit. So wait, um, how do I want to say this? You, you're a guy or a girl? 'Cause maybe I misunderstood like this whole time. Yeah, okay. I got you.
3 down, 2 to go.
When you said necklace, it was like, wait, am I talking to a guy or am I? Yeah. I mean, it's all good, you know, whatever. I was like, wait, did I misunderstand this? Yeah. Okay. All good. But yeah, you must have been fucking elated when you like did all that, leaving all the signs and shit. Like, at least I would imagine. Like, almost like quitting like a really shitty job. Not on the same scale, but like, I don't know. Just seemed like it would have been therapeutic in a way. I am. How can I do that? I just commented on one of your channels. My handle. And once you grab it, I'll just delete it. Did I already do this one? Yeah, I did. Son of a bitch. I can make it. So you played through the game already, right? You said? I think. Or did you not get to finish, or? Oh, you played through some of it, okay. Oh, I gotcha. Did you end up seeing my comment? I'm gonna go check my Discord. I did. I don't know if you had caught that. I went on your most recent video and left a comment with my Discord handle. Just whenever you see it, I'll delete it after. I thought we already had communications on Discord though. Maybe I'm mistaken. Guess we can just go up from here. Or not. How did I leave this last time? No. Oh, I left from the stairs. Unless like YouTube like auto deleted it because it like I don't know if that would be considered personal information to YouTube, so like they auto deleted it or the hashtag's an issue. Let me see if it's still up. It's still there. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright, let me delete that. Alright, done. Alright, somebody's got a lightning arrow or something that keeps going off. Oh, let me actually open Discord. Okay. So, what's in here, first of all? Is that another chest? I can't tell what that is. That would kind of... Let me think about this for a second. I'm not sure I would be able to block the audio out from playing on the stream unless I mute myself as well. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm fine with muting myself. It's just that would be the only way. I'm assuming you want like the conversation private. Oh. Alright, hold on. Let's see.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
not much you. So just watching you play Legend of Zelda, so it looks like fun.
Gotcha. Well,
You keep
so
playing, by the way.
just so I understand you
Yeah.
though, you're fine with
It being out public, yeah, it's
like
fine.
it being okay.
Because
Alright.
mind you, I made a video on it, so it's not like I'm like, well, I don't want to talk about it. I'd rather talk about it, honestly.
Yeah, no, I misunderstood.
Okay. No, I get that. I get that. Don't get me wrong. Like it was a lot. Honestly, I should show you the video of my last interaction with him. So it's something that I won't post publicly because it's a bit of like it's definitely a tough video for me like struggle with because it does make me kind of look bad, and I'm not gonna deny like if you're asking my honesty about it, like I'm a huge douchebag in that video. Like just completely nasty.
Yeah.
But I have to be because he gives me no other option. Because like it was a really bad relationship, right? Like he would give me no quarter on any say I would say. He would always be right, I'd always be miserable, and it was just very bizarre. Like I'd never been in a relationship like it before. And
Yeah.
what was very disturbing was the fact that, you know, through our initial courtship, he seemed very reciprocal. He seemed like, oh, I love you, and oh, I'd make love with you all the time. And then we get into the relationship, and it's like, oh, Nick, you're a nymphomaniac. I can't believe you want to make out 24/7. I'm like, excuse you for wanting to be with you. Like that's what a relationship is.
Yeah.
Like, do you want me to be like, oh, I can't believe I'm dating you and I'm already in a relationship with you and fuck you. Like, that makes no sense. I'm sorry, was I not supposed to curse?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Doesn't
like
matter.
drop like constant f-bombs, but like, god damn, the dude was just embarrassing.
I don't know if you've ever seen some of my content, but I've never
Held it.
shied away from
Yeah,
cursing.
I was trying to get Tipster to
So.
talk with me about it, but like he's just busy, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, Tipster, he can do whatever he wants. At this point.
Yeah. I got you.
So,
Yeah, I haven't talked to Tipster in a while either.
I remember the whole Destiny FOMO shit. That was just hilarious. You know, my biggest thing with her, and like I like her, I think she's sweet. My thing is like, look, girl, like you want to make video game content, make video game content. You want to make OF content, make OF content. But let's be real here, right? If I go onto your channel and if you say fun a million times in the video, and you can't tell me specifically what you like about the game, people will see through that, right? Like, they're gonna notice, right? They're not going to like, if they want eye candy, that's fine. Like, I mean, come on. We've watched X play. I'm sure there are guys that are Googled that oogled over like Morgan Webb, or they watched Attack of the Show and they loved Olivia Munn and she is attractive, but at the end of the day, it's like, if you love a video game, you obviously know where you're gonna go to find that information. And you're not gonna just watch some girl with a low cut skirt. I mean, I guess it's easy TNA and NSFW stuff, which is fine, right? Like, no one's saying you can't view that stuff, right? It's not. It's
Yeah.
searchable. You're gonna find it if you're gonna find it. But yeah, I don't know. We live in a society where we treat everything like taboo, and we have to like hide everything. And it's like, look, this exists. Just have a conversation about it, and just, you know, end the taboo and just get the hell over with it. Don't just be like, oh, why does this exist? This is horrible for the children. Someone must think of the children. Okay, yeah, I get that, but you still need to talk about your stuff with your kids when it comes to the birds and the bees, honey. Like, you can't just like pretend it doesn't exist. I mean, what are you raised in, like a Mormon commune and like a Jehovah's Witness, and then you're just like, by the way, honey, this doesn't exist, and your body is so sacred that yeah, don't even pursue it, and just bottle up for years. And then feel even worse about yourself. Oh, so I should never exist. Got it, thanks. It's like, no, honey, the point of this is very important because, you know, you share a lot of deep, intimate secrets with this person, and it's not just about the physical aspect, it's about the emotional, and the mental, and the overall connection with them, not just the action of doing it. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Thanks, Mom and Dad. You know, like, that would be the point. Like, come on. Yeah, so I just wanted to read the last message he sent me. It was just hilarious. By the way, you left so many games for your Switch here and DS. Guess what? They are going in the bin. And maybe give them to charity. And I also found more stuff. Oh, but you won't get that back either. So glad you...
Wait, stop for a second. So, whose voice is this? Is this you talking to him, or him talking to you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have kept him up.
I'm already pissed off.
Honestly, I would have just taken his stuff and be like, it's yours, goodbye. And I would have just walked out. That's just kind of the person who I am.
Right.
If you piss me off so badly, I will literally like, oh, wow, you want to burn the bridge. Let me do the favor for you, and then start fireworks, and then we can get the hell out. Like, and then my friends are like, wow, I never saw that in you, Nick. And then they're just like, I love you for that. That's awesome. I'm just like, well, it's a lot of negative energy. I don't want to do it all the time. It's like, I bet. I was like, yeah, tell me about it. So...
Yeah, I just not into the like the vindictive.
Neither am I. Like, I don't do that all the time.
No. I'm going off of his messages saying, like, you know, I'm gonna get rid of all your stuff.
Right, definitely. It's like let's make this.
I'm responding to that,
exactly.
not something you said you did.
So, I also found more of your stuff. Oh, but you won't get that back either. So glad you pulled that stunt on me. I'm so glad to have you out of my life now. You are just going to be a distant bad memory. I get to destroy. Oh, and don't try and contact any of my friends. They all have been told not to talk to you. Oh, and by the...
So that was all. That's still him, correct?
That's still him.
Yeah.
So then he says, oh, and by the way, I held back other important stuff from you, thinking you would pull this stunt. And that's what happens when you leave so much stuff at mine. I made sure to hold stuff back so you wouldn't get them back.
Yeah.
Wow, so you proved that you're a psycho all along.
Yeah, like, to me that's like a red flag. Like, you know, I mean, obviously,
We
like,
already had plenty of
you
red
know,
flags in the relationship. Don't even get me started.
I'm straight, so like I can't. The only way I can kind of relate it is like, you know, talking about my experiences or whatever. But like, for me, that's a red flag. Like, which I'm never gonna fucking deal with. I'm married. I got kids. I'm never
Dude,
gonna deal with
congrats to you.
kids again. But at the same time, I guess what I'm saying is, in my younger days, that would have been a red flag to be like, oh, if I ever have a kid with this person, they're gonna do the same thing with the kids.
Obviously.
So
I
like,
don't even want to have
you know,
kids with them. They
no.
are so irresponsible. They're just embarrassment. That's like, oh my god, I can't even tell you how like they would say certain things, and they'd be like, "Are you listening to anything you're saying? Are you like brain dead inside? What the hell's going on?" So, yeah, the last thing he said was like laugh emoji 30 times. So then I responded with a thumbs up, and it said, "You never get it, do you? I wish I could have saved you. And you know, you doing that shows you can't take the high road." And I just left it at that. I was like, you know what? I mean, obviously, I think anyone would just been like, block bastard. I'm like, yeah, you know. And then he sent me.
So he ended up getting rid of a bunch of shit.
Oh, well, he also sent me another message from his alternative profile. So I get to read through that too.
Yeah, I mean it's up
I
to
don't
you,
care.
but like, did he end up getting rid of a bunch of your stuff?
So, to my knowledge, if I had to base off that message, and mind you, I don't have any conclusive evidence, so probably. But to be honest, if he does that, I'm just like, you know what? Don't care. It's replaceable. Bye. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you got rid of my games. I could just buy them over again. I can buy new games. I can't buy time.
Yeah.
So, I'd rather buy new games.
But like, I don't really know, like your background as far as gaming.
I mean, I played Nintendo
well,
Switch.
but like,
and 3DS sometimes.
Are you just like a typical gamer?
Yeah, I
or
used to
you
host.
collect
I
a lot of
used to host
stuff, or
a video game group in New Jersey, and I was a Street Pass group. And my most successful Let's Play stuff are on the Street Pass games. So that was really where I got most of my start. I did kind of get a slight resurgence with Animal Crossing during the pandemic, but it was kind of short-lived, unfortunately. It's like, you know, but there was a big boom of like Animal Crossing content. So. But then the other problem was, like, it was oversaturation. Like, everyone and their mom did Animal Crossing content. So it's like, trying to stand out is always, like, the name of the game. So it's like, good luck on that.
yeah.
There was also, you know, a lot of unfortunate drama I probably should have just not cared about. Like, no offense to Destiny FOMO shit. I was just like, I mean, I stood in her defense. Because I still, even today, I'd probably stand for her. And then also, like, the Susie Lou stuff was just, like, kind of stupid, but I couldn't help but look away at that. That was just, like, Susie Lou being stupid.
Yeah. I haven't thought about a lot of this stuff in a long time.
I wouldn't blame you. It was just kind of, like, silly crap. It was like, yeah, that existed. So, anyway, I'm gonna leave the last message. So this is the other message he left. He said, "Wow, how low you are. I never blocked you from anything, yet again, paranoid. And you wonder why everyone turned on you doing shit like this." Again, there's no context. He just says that. I'm like, what is the specific that I did? I don't even know. So I'm kind of left in the dark here. I'm like, yep, okay. Trying to make you feel like garbage. Got it. But don't worry, this is the last message you will get ever from me and anyone that is family or friends with me. I've told everyone what you did, and now I'm so glad you were completely out of my life. Fuck off. Back home, you damn Yankee. No one wants you here. No one over here likes you. You are a borderline pedophile. I'm sorry, I should have not said that line, because it's...
That's
Should have said
always fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, I don't get where that came from. So, honestly, I think maybe he's misconstruing my friendship with his nephews, which, by the way, was completely kosher. I just want to state that. Like, he is misrepresenting me on so many levels. It's like, first off, they're your sister's kids, right? I am in a relationship with with you. And when I mean you, I mean Mark. And I only was nice to the kids because that's just my general attitude towards kids. So I'm not going to be nasty to kids to prove that I'm not a predator, because if I'm trying to have to do that, like, the point is like, I'm just going to be nice with an adult context. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this whole, like, predator talk is, like, hilarious. It's like, I mean, if Chris Hansen got a hold of this, he would just laugh at Mark. He'd just be like, I think the shoe's on the other foot on this conversation, Mark. I'm sorry. You're the one that people will be looking at and laughing, not Nick.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even worry about
There
it
you
if you
go.
know that that's
There you go.
not, you know.
I'm not. I just think it's hilarious that he left this message.
Yeah.
So, let me just finish it real quick. And now I went and told everyone what you did, so watch your back. And I do hope to never see or hear from you again. And I've now got someone who's 10 times better than you. You care... Yeah, you. You care about me. F. I was holding back laughter when you said that. So, again, so glad you're gone. And I'm like, yeah, okay, well, I'm glad you're gone, too. It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you pay for the blue check mark?
That's it, Link. We've unlocked them all.
I did for 1 month, and then I just realized this month that it continued to pay, so I like canceled it. So it should be
Right.
like next month. It should be done with. Like I did that when it
Yeah.
first, like the Elon Musk whatever, or this, that, and the other, and I thought it was up, to be honest, until it came out this month again, and I'm like, no, what the fuck?
Strong wind.
I already did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It sounds like things were not gonna work out. So, but where?
Well,
where?
I mean, it's not even just not gonna work out. It was just, where are they from?
No, yeah, like you said something about Ireland and then France, if I'm not mistaken. And you don't sound
They're
Irish
from
or
Northern Ireland,
French, so
Fergus. Yeah. Well, there's nothing. I apologize. No, there's nothing French about this person. He's just from Northern Ireland. He's Northern Irish.
no, I'm talking about
He's
you.
from Carrick Fergus. So,
I'm talking about
I'm
you.
from the
Where are
States.
you? Yeah, okay.
I live in Washington. I live in Seattle. Seattle, Washington State. Seattle, Washington State. So, I used to live in San Diego for 6 years, but I had to move. Just life. You know. Yeah, so unfortunately my ex, he basically is what they call, I'm trying to think. He collects money from the UK government and basically just plays video games all day.
Ah,
Yeah, he's one of those guys. I didn't find out until later on, but I have to say, the one thing that was thrilling about this trip is going to the Titanic exhibit.
Okay,
That-
let's go.
So
Is
what's
that
up?
I would imagine that
It's in Belfast.
stuff you're
It's in
interested in?
I mean, I mean,
Yeah.
I find the history fascinating, even if it's like, I mean, let's be honest here, the Titanic movie is a bit of a short.
And it's never been one of my
Go-tos.
favorites or anything, but I know
totally get
it's
that.
you know, a lot of people like it. I'm not
Oh,
cup of tea.
totally. You should have seen my friend when I was walking with him yesterday. He's like, "Oh, that movie's awful," and I'm just laughing, and I'm like, "I get it. I'm not even gonna deny. Like, my teacher loved the crap out of it, but she's like, I think she's just conditioned to have to like it, just the fact that she teaches the materials. So there's that. You know, I totally get it. Like, but I mean, hey, if you like something and it's a medium and it makes you happy and it's not hurting anyone, I really don't care, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
She kind of looks like that.
I mean,
bird.
it's
Is it a she-bird? Ooh, it's a boss.
what?
It's a boss. I'm saying your companion in this dungeon. It's a she-bird. Bulgara. I actually did not play through
I
this
think
yet,
I
but this
need
looks
to
fun.
use. I forgot what I was saying. I mean, it is like one of the most high. It's like, I don't even know. Is it still considered the most high-grossing film of all time?
No, I think
it is.
Avatar. I think Avatar outpaced it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Jesus
it was at
Christ.
one point. It was at one point one of the highest grossing movies, and then I think the Marvel movies.
Well, the reason I'm saying Jesus Christ is because it's the same guy, like the same director.
James Cameron, yeah,
Cameron.
I know.
Yeah.
I just think it's insane. It made $2.2 billion. It's insane.
So wait, were you saying Avatar 1 or the newer one, Avatar 2?
I would
Is the one that
say the original Avatar. Let me double check.
I mean, it's not the biggest deal. I was just curious.
No, I get you. Okay, so the first Avatar grossed 2.9 billion. And then I think the highest
I'm gonna do
grossing,
this again.
yeah, Way of the Water made 2.3. So it just eclipsed the original. I'm sorry, not the original. It just eclipsed Titanic.
Gotcha.
You know, apparently the love story isn't even real. And you know what was really funny when I was at the museum? All the people were like, "Oh my god, how do you do that scene in the movie?" It was like a photo op thing, where like you stood at the edge of the ship. And I was like, okay, so one of you has to stand out like you're trying to put your arms up like wings, and the other person stands behind as support. And then the people like, when I tell them that, they're like, "Oh my god, are you an actor?" And I'm like, not the kind you think of, but anyway. This is making it, yeah, because of YouTube, so. Anyway, ooh, this looks fun. It's a fun boss battle.
Yeah, so far.
I guess you beat this guy.
I kind of wish. I'm kind of fixating it on this stream, but I kind of wish that, like, all through playing Breath of the Wild, I was like, all right, you know, this is like Nintendo's first like foray really into like absolute AAA, you know, stuff.
AAA?
Cause it compared to, you know, releases on the PS5 and the Xbox, they're not kind of lagging behind as far as graphics and all of that. And even like if you go to like Skyward Sword, and I'm not like knocking Skyward Sword
Yeah,
or
I like
anything, or
Skyward
any of the
Sword.
past Zeldas, but it's kind of, if you look at, you know, I guess modern games that were coming out at the same time
Yeah.
as it was still kind of lagging behind. Like they just kind of was like, all right, you know, look at, you know, modern open world games. Let's do that with Zelda.
Right.
That's a lot, I guess, along the
Skyrim.
lines of
Skyrim.
what I'm saying.
No, I totally get you, man.
And I kind of was with Breath of the Wild. It was like, all right, this is their first foray into
Right.
it.
I was actually
know,
at E3 when
and
they had the first playable demos. So,
oh
yeah.
shit.
So I'm
Well,
a pretty hardcore gamer. Like, I went to these conventions. I even hosted several panels for PAX, for Smash. My first panel was back in 2013. Of course, the fun part about, I think, being in the video game community was always the drama. But I do look back on it, and it was kind of silly and stupid. It was just, I didn't get along with the guy from the New York City group. It's a long story. And TLDR, the guy from New York was just kind of a douchebag, and it was just hilarious. And
yeah.
my favorite was he picked on a kid with like Asperger's, and so then how I got back at him was I basically told that kid he could
Oh, you're
and he
kind of
did.
breaking up right now.
And so I was like, but you have to do me this favor. He's like, what's that, Nick? Oh, I am? Better? Oh,
It's going in and out.
okay.
I heard okay.
Is this better?
So far. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just
Okay.
try talking.
Okay.
I know
Alright,
that
so
voice.
there's this kid. His name is Rinaldi.
You're the one
And
who's been
Rinaldi
lying
tells
to
me
us?
that he doesn't like the New York City group leader, Jordan. So I'm like, okay. I just didn't want to, like, it was 2014, and I just didn't want to handle the NYC group anymore. I just wanted to focus on my own group at this point. So, Rinaldi is complaining that Jordan's bullying him. And I'm like, you know what? I've got an idea. How about you like to go to the world's biggest gaming convention and snub it in Jordan's face at the same time? And he's like, would I ever? And I'm like, okay, this is what you gotta do. Okay? You gotta tell no one that you're going to LA for E3. And then, when you pick up your badge, you take a picture of it and post it on Facebook so everyone knows what gaming convention you're going to, and they're butthurt jealous. It's like, oh my god, this is the best plan ever. So, we go to E3. We get his badge the day before, so we take the picture, we post it online, and you know, then then of course, like a few hours later, Jordan from NYC comments and he says, "I didn't tell you to go to E3 with Nick. What's this all about?" I'm just like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, fuck Rinaldi. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it was just hilarious. And then after I was on the Switch launch line and I got basically bullied because there was this stream that basically just slandered my reputation. Um, one of the people in the line owed me money and I confronted them, so then they teamed up with someone who passed away in 2019. This was 2017, so they passed away in 2019. And then what happened was in 2017, they basically got signal boosted by the guy, and I got flamed with a whole bunch of negative comments. Like, all my videos got disliked. It was pretty sad and nasty.
Yeah.
So, but I learned how to
I
deal with
gotcha.
it over time. I mean, I was in a relationship at that time, and the person I was in the relationship with was really, like, sweet and nice, and, yeah.
Oh, what I was trying to say earlier, about the whole Zelda thing and this one was this right here.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that they would, you know, let the voice actors actually act and, you know, speak every
Right.
line of
Right.
dialogue. and it's still just like Breath of the Wild. And it's a little bit of a nitpick. It's not the biggest deal in the world.
No, but I get you. Like,
I
come
find
on. Like, it's
myself
2023.
like just constantly skipping over it, and it's like, dude, even Horizon Zero Dawn, like even though they take the lazy way out and they don't make cutscenes for the dialogue like other games do, they still at least have it to where, okay, they're acting the voice lines
Right.
out. And here it's just the same thing, and I don't care for it, especially when they have the voice actors there. Like,
Right?
I just
It
don't
just
get
hurts
it.
the
I don't get
immersion
that
of the
decision.
game.
And then the fact that Link never talks, I guess they just feel like they cannot
Tradition.
cast someone,
Tradition.
you know. I mean, I get it. It's kind of like when you play that Ghostbusters game and it's meant to be you. I can't stand when a game is like, you're the character. Like, no, dude, I'm a fat fucking slob. Like, let me escape for a little while. I don't want to be the character.
Fat fucking slob. I love it.
Like, I don't know. This is my escape from reality, so let me be immersed
No, I get
in
you,
it,
man. I get you. I totally get it, man. Like, you're pre-choir on this one. And so I felt with Animal Crossing, and then you realize, like, oh shit, I still gotta do stuff in life, even though I like these games. Sad reality. For a job well done, Tulin. Aww, they gave her a bow. That's adorable.
I can't remember if talking to one of these people gets me a bow.
Maybe. That looks like a pretty sweet bow.
Yeah, I think that's the Falcon. Yeah, that's the Falcon bow. I have one of them right
I
now.
proved to you I've become a strong
But I think-
Oh, her parents are so adorable.
I think I can get another one somewhere. I think it's at the flight range. I go talk to the guy that was king in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name, the owl. Where is that flight range?
You know what was funny was when I was basically in Northern Ireland and then I was leaving to go back home. People would ask me, so how was your experience in my country? Oh, great. I just dumped an ex. Oh. What else did you think? Oh, that you have a lovely country and everyone else is not reflected on the one person I don't like. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And I'm like, yeah, thank you.
How did you end up in Ireland to begin with?
I interacted with this person online, and we seemed to, we
okay.
met online. You know, and I met them in person, and you know, it's a bit sad because it's like, I have to say, what's your name? Trevor. I have to say, Trevor, it was just really depressing when I came in person, and basically everything they said that who they were was the exact opposite of who they were. And it was just like, dude, what? Like, do you realize how bad this is for you? And it's like, I got to a point where I just kind of gave him some subtle hints at first, because I didn't want to be rude, right? I mean, first off, we're talking about, like, just basic aspects of taking care of oneself. You know, I'm like, hey, how much water are you drinking a day? Oh, hey, like, what kind of foods do you eat during the day? Oh, well, maybe you could improve this by doing X, Y, Z or thing, and, you know, and it's like, look, you want to live your life by your own rules, I get that, right? Like, everyone wants to live their life by their own rules. But at the end of the day, if you want to improve the quality of your life, having a certain mindset and lifestyle is always going to help you. That's just the bottom line. And this guy was just kind of embarrassingly, like, kind of verging on the side of death. And it was just like, dude, you're embarrassing. Like, dude, like, this is bad. Like, you don't understand how bad this is, Mark. Like, this is bad. Like, this is like, and he's just telling me, oh, my doctor says this is okay. And I'm just like, Mark, your doctor doesn't really care about you. It's
Yeah.
like he's just paid there to be like, yep, that's good. Where's the?
Hey, he didn't give me anything. Oh, I'll probably have to do the advanced course. Sorry, trying to concentrate on two different
It's
things.
okay, man. It's okay. You know.
But yeah, I think that's kind of normal these days. You
Yeah,
know,
which is sad.
the whole no. I mean like uh meeting somebody online and
No,
all
I get
that.
you.
That's what I was
No, it
saying.
is.
Uh,
It's just
I mean,
yeah.
even me, like in my past, I met a guy, online, and like I kept telling him for years, like, oh, he had kind of came from like this, I don't know if I don't know if I should say abusive, but just kind of controlling, religious
Oh, I know
parents,
that feeling. Yeah.
and they were actually Mormon, and he he was always like, man, I'd like to get my own place and everything, you know, but there's nothing to there's like Starbucks here, you know, like he lived in Utah, like serious Mormon, you know, from Utah, um, and I kept telling him, I was like, well, we have the only thing I can say is like we have the oil field down here, like, you know, and I told him that for a few years, and finally he hit me up. And the thing is, we're playing a game like for years and years, and finally he was like, "Were you serious here or whatever?" I was like, "Yeah," and he moved in with me for like I don't know 4 months, got him a job, and then got his own place.
Nice.
But and he's been down here ever since. So I don't know. Was it crazy? It was kind of crazy. He could have been a serial killer, but I was also pretty young too.
How old were you?
But fuck, how old was I? I must have been in my early 20s, 22, 23, something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about life is
Um,
that you play a certain risk versus reward mentality with vulnerability because you're like, screw it, it's life. Should do new things, meet new people, you know, and
I'm just saying it's kind of
right,
normal, you know, this day
right.
and
You
age.
just become unfazed to things because you're like, well, I either live my life or I don't.
So how much of the game have you played so far?
Honestly, like maybe like 10 or 15 tries, and that's it. I mean,
Oh,
I got
okay.
through obviously the first part. I do have more than 4 hearts. I think I have 6. And I'm trying to think what else I got. I mean, I would have gotten way more through the game if I didn't have my past relationship. I would have literally just had I would have
Right.
had the Hyrulean flu and just beaten the game already.
Yeah.
But I wanted
I
to let everyone know what I was going through, and I mean, honestly, it's not like it's gonna deter me from playing the game, but I am gonna have to do a serious amount of work at my job to pay back basically a lot of the trip and such, unless someone could come along and be like, "Here's some money, Nick," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's not gonna happen."
yeah.
So, Mr. Beast isn't coming into my DMs anytime soon, so I'm not counting on it. I'm like, "Hey, Mr. Beast, I went through a really bad relationship. You want to come and save me?" I
Yeah.
wish. So yeah, but you know,
Yeah,
talking
but
with
no,
you is very helping me, Trevor. So I do appreciate that, and I'm kind of one of those people where if I go through a bad relationship, I am someone who genuinely wants to talk to it, and sometimes I just might have to vent for it for a while. You know, and it's just what it is. You know, I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it and be like, it's all better now. Like, yeah, okay.
right. I already marked this one. Have you noticed In the I know you didn't play that
What's
much.
that?
Have you noticed at all that anything about the chests in comparison to Breath of the Wild chests?
Yeah, they look They
Like
did look
anything?
slightly different.
No, not like the design. I guess I just got to be specific. It- the chests are shit. Like
Oh.
in comparison to the last game, like what you hope for in a chest is bombs or
So practical
arrows,
stuff.
and that's pretty much
Got
it.
it.
Like, give me something I can use, because it's not like, okay, this chest is gonna have the what's the name of the flaming sword? I can't remember. It's not gonna have like sweet weapons. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I guess because the whole consensus on it is, well, they're gonna fuse everything. So, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't find good chests in my first playthrough, but it was just like, my first playthrough, I did like 105 shrines out of, I don't know if it's 150. Last game was like 130 something.
Yeah. No, I get you.
So I imagine it's at least the same
Yeah.
amount. But throughout that whole ordeal, I never found not one chest that was like, oh, well, that was worth it.
Right. That's a shame. Right.
Whether it was in a
That
shrine
sucks.
or, so I think, I guess they want you to fuse everything,
Yeah, they definitely
which,
have a certain different feel for this game than Breath of the Wild, that's for sure. You know, it's funny, people are comparing this game to Nuts and Bolts or Banjo-Kazooie, and I'm like, I get it. But it's like,
I
you know,
personally never played it.
yeah, neither have I. I've only really seen trailers of it, so I know what Nuts and Bolts is. It's not like I don't know what it is. It's just I've never like got my hands and actually tinkered through it. But I had a friend who owned it when I was in college, and this is like I think '08, like for the 360. And it looked like a fun game, but my friend was like, "Yeah, this is so different from what I consider to be a Banjo-Kazooie game." Because you had the first one, and then you had 2E, and then you have Nuts and Bolts, which is like completely different from the original game, and also Banjo's way fatter, which is kind of funny because like it's reflective that he let himself go, and it's like, goddamn Banjo, that's rough.
Yeah. I'll be honest, like, I feel like, if, and I don't want to spoil anything,
Just
so
say
I'm just
whatever,
gonna,
I don't care.
I'm just gonna say it a specific way, which is the final fight of this game. I feel like if they would have put this fight in Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild pretty much would have been perfect the way it
Really? I
was.
still liked Breath of the
Um,
Wild's final fight. I thought it was solid.
well, I can't say my reasoning,
You can say your reasoning.
why I feel this way, because it totally gives away, like, the ending fight.
Okay.
So I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay. Fair. I appreciate that.
Um,
Honestly, I'm someone who at this
yeah,
point where the game's been out enough time, I'm like, well, I've beaten it, so if someone randomly tells me how this game is, I'm just like, you know what? It's my experience with the game. It's just, I'm gonna eventually get to it. Like, I'm not gonna kill myself.
yeah. Well, I'm not gonna purposefully spoil
Well,
it for you. So
I appreciate that, Trevor. You are a wonderful guy. I appreciate that. I wish I could say that about my ex.
yeah,
No, the best was when I showed. You know what's funny is that one of Mark's friends actually contacted me. And he's like, "Can you send me the last video that you were with Mark?" I was like, "Absolutely." So I did, and he's like, "Oh my god," and then he's just like, "Oh my god, like this is so awesome. You are my best friend right now." He's like, you went total nuclear on him. This is awesome. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. And then another friend was like, this is kind of cringe, but I totally get why you did it. This is a big cringe. I was like, yeah, I had to do it. And then I showed the girl that I was a passenger on the flight home. We drank wine while we watched it together, and her reaction was just like, "Oh my god, I think I like you. Like that is just awesome. Like I need someone like this to pull shit like this." I'm like, yeah, I used to have a hospital job, and I was just like, I'm not paid enough to do this crap, but I did it. You know, um,
Yeah.
sometimes you have to do your job even if you don't want to do it, unfortunately. But I did get to a point where I was like seriously like in a bad mental space, where I was just like, fuck right now. Why am I doing this to myself? Do I really need this job? And it's like you don't know where else to go or what to do, and you feel trapped, and you can't talk to anyone. It's like, and everyone's just laughing in your face, and it's like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see, what else? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when it came to his nephews, his sister contacted me and was like, I don't want you near my kids. I'm like, that's fine. I was upset because I did buy them gifts from Universal Studios with my own money, and I would have liked to have given it to them in person as a proper send-off. As an adult, as a proper, and I will state this a billion times to get it across because of his inflammatory statement that's just totally false and hilariously false. As a consenting adult towards a kosher child in an adult to child interaction that is, and I'll repeat it again, normal, and normal. I'm a gunkle to several nieces and nephews, and I keep the conversation within a certain space, and I don't really go past that. And the only time I would ever go past that is if I was given permission, because again, I'm not their parent, so it's not my responsibility to do something. Are you in the final battle?
No. No, I'm just at the castle kind of looking
I
around.
see. Could you actually just go to the last boss battle as soon as you beat the first 4 shrines? Do they
I don't know how that would work because like the boss is gonna destroy every weapon that you can possibly have at that point.
So you'd have to pull.
At the very least,
pull some TAS stuff.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna go that route, maybe, yeah, you'd have to like be frame perfect on things. I don't know, maybe not frame perfect.
No, no, frame perfect.
I don't know. No. I think you can get to the fight most likely. I think I'm trying to remember, but I think you would be able to do it. It's just all, yeah, a normal. I don't know. I'm saying that, dude. I'm saying that, but there's people that fucking are really good. So maybe, but I feel like if you're going and you need to use shields, they're all gonna be destroyed because you're not gonna be able to find. Like, you're not gonna have that many good shields. You'd have to add all that stuff like to your playthrough if you need shields. If you're flawless and you're never gonna get hit, I think your weak weapons are still gonna be destroyed before you're able to beat the last boss. So you would at the very least need to get some sort of weapons in your playthrough on the way there.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it is It is an amazing fight. It's everything I wanted for the last fight in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like, I'll say a tiny bit more, but more about Breath of the Wild. I get that it's the lore, you know, that like he's always been like a warthog, a pig, whatever, however you want to, you know, describe it or whatever. But like, am I really fighting a big warthog at the end of the game? Like, I didn't like that fight, that part of the fight, and then the other part of the fight was like way too easy.
Yeah.
You know, it was epic and all of that, and the music was great and all of that stuff, but one part of the fight, I'm like, am I really fighting a big pig right now? Is that what's going on? And the other part of the fight was like, all right, well, that was easy. So that's why I say if I think one day someone's gonna have it to where they can mod it to where Breath of the Wild has that
I
fight.
can see that.
And if that ends up being the case, like, I probably skip this game entirely and just play Breath of the Wild.
Really?
Because even going past, I think part of
When you say
it
like that,
actually.
you almost sound like the main game is not doing anything different. It's a bit sad.
No, there's a lot here.
Okay.
There's a lot here, but I feel like it's a lot of it that I just don't have the patience to go
Do you
through.
think the game feels more like it could have just
like,
been
let me-
DLC rather than just a fully fledged new product?
No, there's so much here, man. I mean, there's probably 120 hours of
Oh, well, I
shit
imagine.
here, not even counting the Koroks.
We don't have to get into the Koroks.
But you know about the chasms? Anything about the chasms yet?
This is
Or
new to me, so you're telling me new information. So, but I'll listen.
well, no, there's just, God, I don't want to spoil that either.
You can spoil it. I don't care. At this point, I'm basically like, yeah.
There's just a let's see how I could say this. There's parts of the game that are really dark, darkly lit.
So higher screen
Large
brightness.
portions, large.
Higher
What?
screen brightness.
No. Not a complaint like, oh, this is, it's not so much that it's, I can't see. I think it had, this is just, I'm not a psychologist or anything, but I think it has to do with my seasonal depression.
Okay.
Like, and that's honestly what I think the issue is. So there's like a very large portion of the game that is just like depressing for me. Even like the snow areas from Breath of the Wild that are just, the minute you go there, it doesn't matter if it's like 7:30 in the morning, it's dark, it's nighttime there. That would like mess with like my depression.
Fair.
And this large area that I'm talking about is like just dark, and that's how it is. And I feel like every time I go down there, I'm just like,
You
all
have to
right,
mentally prep yourself. I get that.
I wanna die, so I'm leaving this area. Like, that's how it is for me. And I'm just like, okay, so there's this whole portion of the game that I don't even want to mess with. And I was ticked off having to do things that were required to do in order to complete the storyline. Like, that's how much I don't want to go to this area. So I feel like there's a third of the game locked behind something that I don't feel like experiencing. So I'm kind of, it's not like Nintendo's fault or anything, but I'm kind of ticked off about that. You know, like, it's just unfortunate. So if we're considering that third of the game versus Breath of the Wild, I feel like for me personally, it added nothing to Breath of the Wild because I'm not even experiencing it anyway. And then, you know, well, I don't want to say
No,
anything
you can
else
keep talking.
as far as spoilers.
I'm enjoying this conversation because, in this interaction is the most normal thing I've had after my past relationship. So this is very healing for me,
No, I
Trevor,
hear you.
and I really appreciate you doing this for me.
I hear you.
So,
But it's just, okay. So obviously from the sky map, you can see, all right, so there's not much in the sky, right? So, being I'm erasing a whole level of the game that I can't really mess with, you're basically looking at Breath of the Wild map and the little bit of sky stuff they have. When mostly everybody else is getting to experience this other place that I'm talking about, without an issue because they're not a, complete psycho freak like me, but so I would probably say if that ending fight was in Breath of the Wild, I would just play Breath of the Wild. Now that's also considering like the ancients, quote unquote ancients in this game. To me, the Guardians were better.
wow.
Guardians were better. That's just, my opinion, but I would absolutely love it if I could go to like just jump down the Hyrule right now and be attacked by a Guardian. That would be great. That would be great. Because I feel like they actually, you can just use an ancient arrow and just one-shot them. But if you like fighting them, they were far more formidable than, the ancients in this game.
That boss battle, as fun as it looked, did look really easy. I'm not gonna deny that. That looked like you did in your sleep. You were just like, oh, you exist? Goodbye.
Well, I'm not so much as talking about the boss from the Divine Beast or dungeon, whatever you want to call it, that I just went through. I'm more talking about like the Guardian size guys and the little, what were they called? Like they had the ones that they would put in the tutorial shrines. And then every now and then you'd fight one. Well, it would be a test of strength shrines. Those guardians, and then the guardians, that were roaming the map. I find those were just funner to fight than any of the Zonai, whatever the hell they're called, in this game.
Yeah, I have to agree.
But
I think
it almost sounds like I hate the game, but I
don't
really
think you
don't.
do. I just think it's just a nitpick of how the world building is, and how the Guardians seem more original, and the Zonai just feel like a carbon copy. It's just like, well,
Hey, what's up, Retro
want to
Bro?
have
I didn't notice you're in there.
have these enemies, I guess, that mimic the same characteristics as the Guardians, but how can we do it in a way that looks different? Oh, well, let's just change the mechanics of how they appear, but they're still relatively more humanoid than they are on the level of being a robot. And then, if we can do that, it feels different. And it's like, oh, that's such a great idea. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back and have these Guardians, Zonai, as as the boss. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine, you guys, but just know that this is, ultimately still kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I really don't care for the ancients in this one, and I'm not like I said, I'm not meaning that towards the actual bosses from the dungeons. I'm meaning that towards the little guys with the eyes that's all you do is shoot them in the eyes and that's it. um I mean, even if you just, you know, like, all right, I'm not gonna shoot them in the eyes, I'm gonna just sword fight them, you know, it's, I just had more fun fighting the guardians, you know, full stop, in Breath of the Wild. That's not to say there aren't fun enemies in this game. There's all kinds of new enemies and stuff that are tough. Like there's a ton of stuff. There's stuff that reminds me of like the NES games.
Okay, so there's some good inspiration.
There's a ton of enemies. It's just specifically the ancients that I'm kind of let down on. Like where's all the, like, okay, Bokoblin here, you know, but where are the little eyes watching over, like the guardians watching over the castle? Like in the mythos or whatever, in the lore, like the reason this Bokoblin's here is because, you know, the Calamity Ganon put them there, and like in Breath of the Wild,
Okay.
right? And Calamity Ganon also put powered up these guardians,
Okay.
right? Well, like, if he's got the power to do all this shit, then where are the guardians?
No, I get you, man. I mean, here's my question, right? They really don't.
Like, in addition to the other ancients, where are the guardians?
Well,
you know?
maybe it's supposed to be like, this is what, 100 years after Breath of the Wild?
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to think where this falls in the timeline. Because
I don't know. It definitely, I know a lot of people were asking whether this was a direct sequel or if this was an alternate timeline, but there's all kind of stuff all over the map. There's stuff in the dialogue. It's a direct sequel.
right.
Like there's a like a memorial in front of Hyrule that when you read it, you know, it says dedicated to all the lives like kind of lost by, you know, the calamity. So it's just like, yeah, okay, this is a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, you know, story-wise. So there's that. I don't know. I just, even going back to like when I was a teenager, or something, like playing something as stupid as like Madden, let's say, like a football
Okay.
game on the PlayStation
Uh-huh.
2. If we're talking about a nighttime football game, I would be like, all right, I'll just simulate this fucking game because I don't want to get depressed. So it's always been an issue with me with video games or whatever. Just it depresses me for some reason. So a whole portion of the fucking game is like I don't feel like fucking with it. So that, I don't know. I feel like that's my own issue or whatever, but it's an issue that I fucking have.
I see.
So that probably won't mess with you at all, and you'll get to enjoy it.
I mean,
you know.
I'm enjoying the game regardless. I just view it as a product that is from one of my favorite franchises, and I think they really did a great job with what they were given and what they were told to do, and that's just how I view it. Because if I try to be like, oh, this is still like Breath of the Wild, oh, I'm so disappointed by it. It's literally just playing this expectation game of like expecting something different when it's like we all know what it was going to be like. They showed the game. They showed what it was like.
No, see, I don't think it's super like Breath of the Wild. It's the same map.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It
The
is. But
inspiration is there.
I
That's what I'm
don't.
saying.
There's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff changed by
Right.
it though.
I mean, it's almost like
So I guess I'm not even really saying like, you know, it's too much like Breath of the Wild that I'm let
well, I
down
think
with
the
it.
biggest
Like
comparison of
I
this game to Breath of the Wild is basically like being like, oh, remember Ocarina of Time versus Majora's Mask? Because, you know, Majora's Mask did use a fair amount of assets from Ocarina, and this game does use a lot of assets from Breath of the Wild. That's just the truth.
oh for sure.
But it's like, that doesn't
For
necessarily make
sure.
the game bad. It just means they have to go above and beyond to make the game still feel fresh and new.
Honestly, what I wish, probably more than anything with Nintendo, is the next console they come up with. I don't care if it's a handheld. I don't care if it's a traditional console. I really hope. I really hope they do more to release something that is keeping up with the current graphics.
No, I totally get you, man. I
Because
totally get you. Like, I'm not gonna hold back in saying
because
that.
I feel like
You go ahead.
Breath of the Wild was in many ways one of the first games that they tried to like, all right, what is popular nowadays with all these other consoles? You know, Nintendo has always said like our customers don't care about graphics, this, that, and the other, whatever. But and while I think that is true partially, if Nintendo was releasing the caliber of games that other consoles were, I don't think customers would fucking complain either. They can still make whatever type of games they want, having harder, having better graphical, fidelity. So I feel like Nintendo means you kind of have to be like, limited on the capabilities of the hardware that you end up getting from Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of frame rate issues with the game,
Right.
and
We
it's
knew this
not
already.
that's not even something that really bothers me that much, but it's just like, look at what Nintendo did with one of their first outings in, a more modern aspect. Like, what else could they do if they just like, here's our console,
Right.
or whatever, I don't care, here's a big, here's 7 bricks fucking, glued together, and here's your handheld. All right, but it's the size of a fucking console. Have a ball, play whatever fucking game you want. What else? What other genres could they do? Because when Breath of the Wild came out, it was kind of like, look at all these other open world games and look how Nintendo did it. Like, just climbing is like giving you an adrenaline rush. Like, in every other game, AAA game like this, climbing was like. And I know people complain about the climbing and all, but when you first put on Breath of the Wild, just climbing was like, am I going to make it? Like, am I going to make it to this tower? It gave you this sort of feeling like,
fantastic and
right. And as long as you stayed offline, you didn't go do any spoilers, you didn't go do any walkthroughs, it was like figuring everything out.
Fresh.
On your own.
Fresh.
And
the way Nintendo did it was fantastic. And I mean, I still would stand by Breath of the Wild even today. I think my ex might have had my Breath of the Wild game, but I already beat it, so. And at the end of the day, I guess if he wants to bin it or donate it, he can. It just kind of hilarious to me. It's like, you really want to bin or donate Breath of the Wild, dude? Go fucking play it. Like, don't do it just because you didn't like me. Go play the goddamn game. Use your opportunity, don't be
Yeah.
an idiot. Yeah, it's just, well, I was gonna say that segue back to that was, you know, Breath of the Wild is a very titanic game in terms of its size. And, so yeah, I was at the Titanic exhibit, and all I thought was like, wow, this is like my past relationship, except there's one major difference. And my friend was like, what's that? Well, you know how in Titanic, how most of those passengers unfortunately passed away because they didn't have any lifeboats or any way to get out of their situation? Yeah. Well, I found a way to have a plane flight, so that was my lifeboat out of that relationship. And they just started laughing.
Hmm.
And it was funny, you know. And it was just the greatest silver lining I think anyone can have when it comes to going through situations like that. And, you know, I have a really great game to play. I have Tears of the Kingdom, which is a fantastic game. I love that game. The game is a lot of fun. I enjoy it. So,
Right.
I
I don't even honestly know if I can play Breath of the Wild
really.
anymore. I don't even know if ever. I really don't
Hmm.
know. Um, I usually I'm pretty much a big fan of like open world games.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
you do
for
take a
one, you
lot of
keep
time
saying
into it.
Skyrim. You keep mentioning Skyrim, but that's a game that I've never liked.
Really?
Um,
I guess another
because
aspect of it is what, Oblivion? Oblivion is Elder Scrolls. I played
every time I've ever tried to put those games on, it's I've never seen any kind of like story
So
fleshed
what you're
out.
saying is the game is
And
black in the face.
um, I like a theatrical story, and the more that this game would have of a theatrical story, to me, the better. Like, for me, Red Dead Redemption 2 was like an amazing game. Ghost of Tsushima. Um, like, if I had to pick, you know, the type of open world game I would want to play, it would be that. It would be an open world game with a very heavily theatrical
You know, I
story
really liked
tied to it.
Shenmue. I mean, I thought that was a great game. And,
I have
you've
not
never played
played
Shenmue?
Shenmue.
Oh my god. You have to play the second one.
And
The third one is garbage.
what's
Don't play the third one.
worse
Play either the first or the second one. Those I really like.
what's worse is I had a Dreamcast growing
Yeah.
up. It was like the
Aw,
first
man.
console that I bought with my own money, like from a
My
job
twin
I
and
had during
I,
the summer.
our Christmas gift, I think in 2000, was a Dreamcast. And you should have seen our looks on our faces. We were basically like the kid of the Nintendo 64. But like, Dreamcast. And then my brother Joe
Yeah.
and my brother Peter, they got a PlayStation 2. And then they saw the reactions, and they were just, their hearts were filled with joy. They were just really happy that we were happy. And see, that was like the best part of parenting, is when you see your kids so happy that you're putting yourself out there and you're making them feel wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, I can use that. I don't understand. What the hell? Oh, because it was... Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, you serious? I'm gonna have to look at the sky before I do
Look
anything.
at this, what? Oh, did he steal your weapon? Oh, no, that's the... Let's see.
No, I'm trying to figure out if this red marker is from something I marked in the beginning of the game, or if it was another tower, or my tower marking's just a tad bit off, or what the hell's going on. Just a little confused with my markings right now.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You might want to start gliding. Okay. So we have this right here. Jesus Christ, it's 5 in the morning already. It's almost 6.
3:45 where I am.
What the
Where do you live, man?
fuck? Oh, I'm in Louisiana.
So you're married?
Yeah.
Kids?
So I guess this,
How many
yep.
kids?
I got
Nice.
3.
How old?
They're all grown
Wait,
up.
how old are you?
40.
Oh, so they're in their 20s?
Yeah, I started young.
Nice, man. I wish I
Yeah,
had kids
they're
these
all
days, but I'm
grown
like,
up.
yeah, I'm gay.
My
That's what it is.
my youngest is 18, so he just graduated this year. Yeah, well, at least I got another tower. Oh, shit. Alright, what's up with that? I don't remember doing this one.
You know what was really nice was when I was at work, when I was serving a customer, and they just said to me, "So you went through a bad experience, huh?" And I just said to them, "Well, how did you know?" "Oh, I went through an abusive relationship myself." And then you know, it's nice to have someone to talk to. She's like, "You're absolutely right." And I was like, "You know, I know this is the place where I'm here to serve you your sandwich, but I'm here to listen to you if you wanna." And she just said, "That's really nice. Most people wouldn't do that."
No
Yeah,
shit.
you know, sometimes you don't give people credit enough where they can be really real. And it's just really hard not to feel guarded because of how society is and how people think that being vulnerable is just seen as a weakness. And to an extent it can be, right? Because, you know, like, there are some pretty sick bastards out in the world, right? There's truly awful people. And they will justify any purpose or meaning of existence to a T, and they'll just use any trick in the book to claim whatever they're doing is right, no matter what. That was basically what I asked. And, you know, at the end of the day, you just ask yourself, is this really where I see myself going in the next 5 years? I mean, my favorite was when I was having a conversation with someone on a dating app, and my response to them was, "Oh, well, where do you see yourself in 5 years?" And they're just like, "Oh, I see myself in a relationship with you." And I'm like, "Could you be a bit more specific?" So then they give me a middle finger in the conversation, and then they block me, and I'm like, "Okay, I see how it is. Live and learn,
Yeah.
hanging on the edge of tomorrow." So, yeah, that's very apropos. Yeah, have you ever gone to E3? You've
No.
never gone to E3? That sucks. I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, in some ways, unless you really have, like, premium access, it's not as fun as you want it to be fair. But I still enjoyed my experience with going to the convention. It's not like I hate it. Like, I wouldn't say E3 wasn't worth it. But I will say when they enrolled the gamer badges, that was when the convention started to take a steep decline in quality, for me. 2017 wasn't such a bad year, but once I hit, like, 18, it was like, oh god, this is bad. I just felt very, like, bloated from the experience, and not in a good way. It was just like you go to the convention and you feel kind of depressed and down because the game lines are even longer. Aspects of playing the game are not as fun as they used to be because they have to now accommodate for more people at this convention. And then on top of it, it's just like, god damn, how is anyone supposed to really get a sample of this game without waiting like 3-5 hours? It's like you have
Yeah.
to wait in line like automatically like the day before almost. I mean you can't, but oh my god, I love this cutscene with the dark blue. You can skip it, it's fine. Yeah, I love it when Zelda does that. Like I think her voice acting is great in this game. I will say that. I did like her. It kind of felt a bit sparse though. Definitely felt like she could have voice acted a bit more. Like
Oh wait, what were you saying?
in terms of
I can skip. The stream is kind of on a delay because for some reason, whenever I do consoles,
no, I get it.
I have
I get it,
to
man. You should see on my
stream a
Elgato. It's
delay.
embarrassing. It's like my friends are like, "Why don't you get a new one?" I'm like, "I'm broke," and I had to go to Northern Ireland. And I confess, I spent quite a bit of money on trying to do, you know, stuff for my nephews and nieces. And it's like I have a life outside of gaming, you know. And people don't really understand or respect
Yeah.
that. There are people that do. They're like, "Wow." Like you should have seen one of my Street Pass videos. One of my nieces like ran in the video. I still look back at that. I'm like, I hope Kappa isn't a dick on that. Like it was just literally 5 seconds, you know.
I have an HD PVR too, and I can't stand it. It's such a shitty fucking capture.
Really?
It yeah, it works when it wants to. Works when it wants to, and it doesn't help that it went through a hurricane and literally, like, I haven't even cleaned it. This is the first time. This is the first time since the hurricane that I grabbed this thing to see if it would work. Just like most of my consoles sitting behind me, I've been like too afraid to even like those. I actually cleaned, like, you know, when all this shit happened, but to say that I tested them, no, I'm still like, I guess, fighting like the, I guess, total destruction of like if I never check anything, then I don't know everything that I guess I lost still.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just never went through a lot of the stuff console wise. Cause just like whatever, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it still literally has fucking blown grass and shit on it. So that probably doesn't help how it runs,
Yeah.
but I'm talking even before the hurricane, like it just didn't never fucking work
Rock
right.
you like a hurricane. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Here I am.
Yeah.
It's like that song.
Alright, so we got one more tower down.
Nice, man.
I think I'm gonna have to call it for a little while. I'll probably be on I'm gonna see my wife off to work, and then I might come back on
Yeah,
after.
that's cool, man.
I'm gonna
I'll
decide.
probably be at work from 10 to 6, so 8-hour shift today. So that's gonna be fun. And yeah, just have to try to be mentally on top of myself, even on a day where I don't want to be around people.
Yeah. So when all that stuff happened, that was like the last couple days?
Oh, are you talking about my ex? That was like probably like maybe
Yeah.
last week or 2 weeks ago. No, that was last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just got back.
I don't know if it was like literally yesterday
It
or
wasn't
something,
like,
you know.
you know,
That's why I was
the
asking.
light isn't off, it isn't on. So yesterday, but yeah, no, it was last
Right.
week, and it was definitely a very eye-opening experience. I mean, I ran a half marathon in Manchester. I mean, my joints are still kind of like, screw you, and I'm like, yep, no, I get it. I wanted to do it. So, but it was great. I really enjoyed my time running, and I ran an hour and 40 minutes, which I was like, it's not half bad considering all things considered. But sometimes I feel like I have to really go above and beyond being human. And some days I love it, and some days I don't. And you know, I will say, like, you feel like you're a character from a video game some days, and you can feel like a total badass. And other days you're just like, what the hell am I, man? Like, what have I done in my life? And you just look at yourself and be like, you know what? Life is a crazy whirlpool of stuff that you can't control, and you just, at the end of the day, you just have to be happy with whatever you do, and that's just the bottom line. And you're just like, you know what? I'm just glad that I got to go to several E3 and PAXs and Comic Cons and host panels and have a video game group, even if I probably would have benefited more in certain ways if I could have been more methodical in my approaches, had better friendships with other people, or not had the friendships with the people that were nasty to me, and just focused on my own thing. But I'm a very independent person. I don't always like interacting with people. I mean, I could be very personal and human, but I almost always find that when I try to be empathetic, people just go around and dick me around, and I'm like, oh, well, that's nice of you. I'm glad I shared a personal experience, and then you tried to be a dick, so guess I have to be an ass 10 times back. And it's like, I don't like doing that, but it's like, it's just how my life is some days, man. And it's just, I wish
Right.
that people were just like understanding, and they're not. And it's just like pathetically sad, where it's like you have to go through this dialogue chain of like a video game of just like trying to explain something, and it's like exhausting, and you're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna accept that I failed and just walk away. And it's sad because it's like sometimes you have to. It's like you're not given any other options, and it's
Yeah.
just like, you know what? I'd rather do that than try to kill myself on something that's not going to change. And it's like, I'm going to just focus on enjoying the things I enjoy. And if I have to deal with an obstacle that is literally ridiculous, and I can't have the support or whatever that should do it, then I'm just gonna figure it out other ways. So that's literally life in a nutshell. Anyway, it
Yeah.
looks like you're ending your stream. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be on in a little bit,
I'm
probably.
gonna let you go, but
Uh,
Trevor, thank you so much for talking to me. I just wish that like
yeah,
tipster or other people would too, just because I just want to get this out of my system as best as possible. And it's gonna take
gotcha.
me time. I let everybody know in my videos, like, if you see me crying in my stream, just know that I'm still processing things and trying my best to. I mean, I had a date not that long ago, and the guy was like, Nick, I can still tell you're healing from this, and I totally get it. And maybe it's just best if you still take some time to heal. And I was like, yeah, no, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna like try to be delusional and act like he didn't have an effect on me, because like, even though, what's
Oh,
up?
no, you can finish that thought. I just remembered something. I spoke on something earlier and never even finished what the hell I was
Which
talking about.
was Breath of the Wild related, or
uh, I, yeah, I said that I would probably never be able to play Breath of the Wild
cool.
again, and the reason I said that, and maybe it relates to your situation. I don't know. I hope not, but, um, so when the fuck was this? I really got to go after this, but it was last May, I think it was. So I'm just playing Breath of the Wild. It's like 2:30 in the morning, and I go take a leak, and uh, like the second I go to flush the toilet, my heart was just like, "You're not fucking doing anything you want to fucking
Oh
do
my
right
god.
now. Like, fuck you. You're not doing shit." And I had a heart
Oh my
attack.
god, man.
Um, like 10 minutes later, I knew immediately. Like, I know, like, a lot of people with anxieties like me, like, end up, like, going to the hospital with, like, a panic attack, and they're like, you're just having a panic
Right.
attack. And I know a lot of people, like, their first panic attack, they think it's a heart attack. This shit, I've been having anxieties my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
This was a heart attack. I knew it immediately. So within 3 minutes, I woke my wife up. Within 10 minutes, I was in the hospital.
Ouch.
And I'm noticing anytime I try and play Breath of the Wild, it just fucking brings all of that back. Like just being stuck in the hospital, I'm gonna die, all that shit. So I haven't not been able to play Breath of the Wild. Like I've tried. And it's just like, oh my God, all these thoughts of fuck this. I'm done. I'm done. And I was worried I wouldn't be able to play this, but it's just I have no memories associated with this with that. So it's just like, okay, I can play this game, you know, whatever. But I don't know if I'll ever be able to play Breath of the Wild again because of it. I don't know. But that's what I meant earlier when I said I don't know if I'd ever play it again. But yeah, in finishing that, I really gotta. I could see my wife giving me the fucking stink eye. So, I might carry this on a little bit later. I'm not
I
sure,
really
but
appreciate that.
it was cool talking with you.
Trevor.
Well,
It's
take
just
it
nice
easy.
having a friend. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, you take it easy.